the managing partner of Woodman and Weld, the law firm to whom Stone was of counsel, coming in the front door. Stone waved him over and pumped his hand. "Sit down and order dinner," Stone said. Eggers sat down. "I already ate," he said. "Shh, Elaine will hear you. Order something, for Christ's sake." Stone shoved a menu at him. "Why? You want a drink at the bar?" Eggers opened the menu. "I guess I could eat some dessert." "Good." "I've been out with a new client," Eggers said. "He'll be here in a minute. He went to get his limo washed." "Huh?" "He wants to make sure it's hand-washed," Eggers explained, "and he doesn't trust his driver to do it right." "And you want this guy for a client?" "Actually, you want this guy for a client, because he wants you for his lawyer." "You mean he asked for me?" Eggers nodded. "Go figure." A new client did not usually ask for Stone. He first came to Eggers with some embarrassing, awful problem. A private detective in the employ of his wife had photographed him in bed with a bad woman. His son had been accused of the date rape of his headmaster's daughter. His wife, drunk, had driven his Mercedes through a liquor store window. Like that. Eggers had hunted down Stone, whose lot it was to handle the sort of thing that Woodman and Weld did not want to be seen handling. In return for this service, the firm would occasionally hand him a nice personal injury suit that could be settled quickly. "What's his problem?" "He doesn't have one that I know of," Eggers said. "He's a rich Texan, which may be redundant. He's a good-looking guy who attracts women like black flies on a May Day in Maine, and he's unmarried." "What kind of problems could he possibly have?" Dino asked. "Has he killed somebody, maybe?" "Not that he mentioned." "Now, how'd you come by him?" Stone asked. "He was recommended by another Texan client, a very valuable one, a client you are not to go anywhere near." "And he just asked for me out of the blue?" "Out of the clear blue. He said, and I quote," and here Eggers lapsed into a broad drawl, "I hear you got a feller named Barrington does some stuff for you. I want him to handle my little old account." "He must be planning to kill somebody," Dino said. "Maybe drum up some business for me." Dino was the NYPD lieutenant in charge of the detective squad at the 19th Precinct, sometimes called the Silk Stocking Precinct, because it covered the Upper East Side of New York City. He had been Stone's partner back when Stone had been a police detective. "Here he is now," Eggers said, nodding toward the front door. A man of about 6'4" and 220 pounds, broad of shoulder and narrow of hip, wearing a Western-cut suit and a broad-brimmed Stetson, filled the front door. "He looks like one of the sons of the pioneers," Dino said. Stone hated him on sight. "Make sure he orders dinner," he said to Eggers. Chapter 2. The Texan had a bone-crushing handshake. "Hey," he said to the table, then he started crushing bones. "I'm Billy Bob Barnstormer." "Now, that's Lieutenant Dino Bichetti of the New York Police Department," Eggers said, "and that's Stone Barrington." "Did you say Barnstormer?" Stone asked incredulously. "Yep," Billy Bob replied. "My granddaddy was a pilot in World War I, and after that he barnstormed around the country for a while before he started up Southwest Airlines." "I thought Herb Kelleher and Roland King started Southwest," Stone said. "Well, them too," Billy Bob replied blithely. "Like I said, he was barnstorming, and his name was originally Barnstetter, so it made sense to make the change while he was doing that work. He got used to it, I guess, so he had it changed, legal-like." Dino looked nervously at Elaine and slid a menu across the table. "Have some dinner." "Oh, thanks. Me and old Bill here already ate." "Bill is having dessert," Dino said. "Well, I think I'll have some bourbon for dessert," Billy Bob replied. He turned to the waiter. "What you got?" "Well, we got the Jack Daniels and the Wild Turkey and Knob Creek, but Stone is the only one who drinks that, except for that writer." "I'll have me a double wild turkey straight up," Billy Bob said, then turned his attention to Stone, giving him a broad, pearly smile. "I heard some good things about you," he said. "What did you hear?" Dino asked. "We never hear anything good about him." Stone shot Dino what he hoped was a withering glance. "Well, even back in Texas we get some news from the East every now and then. Can I buy you fellers a drink?" "Well, we've got one already," Stone said. "What sort of problem have you got, Billy Bob?" Billy Bob looked puzzled. "Problem? Why do you need a lawyer?" "Well, shoot, everybody needs a lawyer, don't they?" "Hard to argue with that," Eggers agreed. "You planning to murder anybody?" Dino asked hopefully. "Not this evening," Billy Bob replied, flashing his big grin again. "They got a pissing place around here?" "Through the door, first on your left," Stone said, pointing. Billy Bob got up and followed directions. "That old boy has either the best teeth or the best dental work I've ever seen," Dino said. "How'd you come up with this guy again?" Stone asked Eggers. "I told you, he came recommended by a good client in Texas. Stone, just talk to the man, will you?" Billy Bob arrived back at the table simultaneously with his bourbon. He peeled a bill off a fat roll and handed it to the waiter. The waiter looked at it. "A $2 bill. I haven't seen one of these in years." "Coin of the realm, my friend," Billy Bob said. "The wild turkey is $8, the waiter said. "That's on my bill," Eggers said. "And the Jefferson is for you," Billy Bob told the waiter. The waiter pocketed the money and went away shaking his head. "Jefferson?" Dino asked. "Thomas Jefferson is on the $2 bill," Stone said. "I thought he was worth more than that," Dino said. "Me too," Eggers interjected. "Madison is on the $5,000 bill, except there isn't one anymore. I don't know who's on the $10,000 bill." "Chase," Stone said. "There's no president named Chase," Eggers replied. "Samuel Portland Chase," Stone said, "Secretary of the Treasury and Chief Justice of the Supreme Court." "How do you know that?" Dino asked doubtfully. "I know a lot of stuff," Stone replied. "So, Billy Bob," Dino said, "is that whole wad in your pocket $2 bills?" "Naw," Billy Bob said. "I got some hundreds in there, too." Stone's calamari and Eggers' dessert arrived. Billy Bob tossed down his wild turkey and ordered another. "When did you get into town?" Stone asked, trying to keep a conversation going. "This evening," Billy Bob replied. "My G4 sucked the bird in an engine out at Teterboro, so I'm going to be here a few days while they stick a new one on it." "I always wanted a Gulfstream 4, Eggers said wistfully. "Sell you mine when my G5 gets here," Billy Bob said. "I got one on order." "What's the difference?" Dino asked. "The 5 is bigger, faster, got more range. Shoot, I can go from Dallas to Moscow on that thing. Not that you'd want to. Don't know why anybody would want to go to Moscow. Freeze your balls off." Everybody nodded gravely. Conducting a conversation with Billy Bob Barnstormer was not going to be easy. "What business are you in, Billy Bob?" Stone asked. "Why, whatever turns a $2 bill," Billy Bob replied. "You name it, I'm in it. Me and Warren Buffett got a little startup going, but I can't talk about that yet." Stone tried again. "What's your main interest?" "Money." "Can you be more specific?" "American dollars." Stone sighed. Eggers jumped into the breach. "Stone, most of our clients are in more than one business. Sounds like Billy Bob here is an investor." "I like that," Billy Bob said. "An investor. Yeah." "Where are you staying while you're in town?" Dino asked. "Well, usually I take the presidential suite at the Four Seasons," Billy Bob said. "But all their suites are booked up for some kind of convention, so I guess I got to scare up some other accommodation." "New York hotels are tight this time of year," Dino said.